for me, why thank you. Welcome back to My Vision is Clear Experiences. Now, before I get into my topic for today, I need you to do some simple things. Like, share, subscribe, send this video over to your homeboy or homegirl. You get the picture. Then, I want you to grab a pen and paper because there may be something I ask you to do with it later. Okay? Let's go. Today, I want to talk to you about unsatisfied. Now, you're probably thinking, does she mean dissatisfied? Nope. Unsatisfied. Let me share with you the differences. Dissatisfied means to be displaced or annoyed with something. For example, if you received poor customer service, you'll be disappointed, you'll be displeased with their service, but you'll get over it and you'll move on. However, unsatisfied means to feel incomplete, unfulfilled. For example, it's like when you go to a buffet and you have all this food that you can eat, all the things you like to eat, and you're eating this food, but you're left still feeling hungry. The question is, why would you be hungry after having all the food you wanted to eat? That means there is a deeper issue going on that needs to be addressed. For me, feeling unsatisfied is how I felt after coming back from my trip to Ghana in 2018 with my mother to visit my family. Now, don't get me wrong, a trip to Ghana, it was an awesome and amazing trip because I haven't been there in a long time and I was able to see my family and just really bond and really enjoy the experience as an adult. So I really wanted to just stay longer, but I had to come back to the States to take care of some responsibilities. One of them being my job, which I did not like or want to do anymore, but because of financial obligations, I had to stick with it. However, being in that job made me very unhappy, and it also made me question other areas of my life that needed a deeper look. I started to look into my marriage, my spiritual life, how I was being as a mother, my friendships, and all the other areas of my life that mattered. In my searching, I was finding that I did not know who Elaine was anymore without those titles. I felt lost and unclear about what would make me happy, what would bring me joy in those areas of my life. So I asked myself these questions. Now, I want you to go back and get that pen and paper that I asked you for, okay? This is your time to write. I have mine. Go get yours. I'll wait. So one of the first questions I asked myself was, what inspires me? What are the things that makes me feel like, I see this thing and I can wake up and I feel motivated and inspired to do this thing. I did not know what that was. So I literally sat for days trying to figure that thing out because again, once I lost myself behind the many titles that I had, I did not know what I liked outside of those things. And so I had some time to really sit with that question. And I want you to do the same thing. Think about the things that inspire you, that when you look at that, you're like, wow, this is something I could see myself doing. This is something that would motivate me to do this, okay? The second question I want you to ask is, where in my life do I feel desperate? Now, that is a question that you got to ask yourself because I think in many areas of our life, we ask ourselves, are we feeling like we are satisfied in this area? Do we feel like we're really fulfilled here? For many people, it could be a spiritual dissatisfaction. It could be in your marriage. It can be in your health. It can be in many areas where you feel a desperate need, a desperate desire to want to change, but you just don't have the tools or the motivation to want to do it, okay? And the final question is, what frustrates you enough to make a change? There's a lot of things that goes on in our world. There's a lot of things that go on in where we live, in our environments. But what are some things about those areas that you feel like it's so frustrating that I want to change? And even if it's not about your community, maybe in your house or maybe in your behavior, right? These are the things that I want you to ask yourself, because when you ask yourself these questions, it really helps you to take a deeper look into whether or not you being unsatisfied has anything to do with the many things that's going on, or does it have something to do with you not understanding who you are, not finding yourself, not finding your purpose. For me, I had to find my purpose. I had a lot of goals set. I went and did a lot of things, but I really still felt unsatisfied. Those things were just not doing it for me. So I felt like I had to stop doing things and start really finding the one thing or the many things that really helped me to feel satisfied and fulfilled as a person, like I was doing what I was called to do. And so here I am with my vision is clear. It literally, as soon as I answered these questions, it literally like a light bulb just shot off. And it was like, boom, my vision is clear. And as simple as that title is, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what came to me. And I felt like, you know what, I can't be the only one out here that feels this way. I just can't be. So how can I use my experience to help others? How can I continue to learn, right, through other people's experiences on how they got to be clear about their vision, so that I can continue to learn? Because like I stated in my intro, I'm a life learner. I love to learn. I feel like as long as I'm alive, as long as there's breath in my lungs, I'm always going to want to learn how to be better, to do better, to help my community, to help my home, to help my marriage, all the areas that are important to me. So I want to encourage you to just ask yourself, are you unsatisfied? Not dissatisfied, but unsatisfied. And if you are unsatisfied, please take the time to find out what is that thing that you need to bring joy, to bring satisfaction to you. I hope this encouraged you. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to many people, because this message is not just for us, it's for everyone. Have a good one.